What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, House of Grace. I'm Erica. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I didn't get on here to post yesterday, in all honesty, because I was just not having the greatest day. In the morning, it did not start out so great. As I mentioned in my first video, I've been just dealing with some things that need to be healed in my body physically. And yesterday I was just in a lot of pain in the morning, and it just put me in a really, really bad mood. So I didn't feel like filming, I didn't feel like doing anything. I was just cranky, I was irritable, and yeah, just be completely honest, it just wasn't starting out as a great day. Around lunchtime, after I did schoolwork with my kids, I decided to go for a walk. So luckily in our neighborhood, we have a lot of walking trails where you don't necessarily run into a lot of people, and that's kind of what I needed. So I put on my earpods, went for a walk, and I was listening to Joyce Meyer, who I absolutely love. And she was just talking about having unshakable trust and also having joy. Because we have God, we can have joy during our seasons of difficulty. So I'm not gonna lie, most of that walk I was in tears crying, but I just needed to release that. And I got back home and I was like, okay, I can either be in pain and miserable at home, or I can just go out and do something and have fun. So my daughter had been wanting to go see Santa yesterday. My son didn't feel like going, so he stayed home with my husband. But it wound up being a really nice day. We went out to see Santa Claus. She played in the mall. We went to Carter's and she picked out some new clothes, and then we went to go get smoothies. And so a day that started out pretty difficult, it actually turned out to be a pretty good day. And I think the point of me telling you this is that we are definitely going to face difficulties. There's definitely going to be different trials and tribulations throughout our life. We're told that in the Bible, especially as believers. So it is very difficult sometimes to choose a positive attitude and to choose positive things to do. Trust me, I know I've spent many hours huddled in a ball crying instead of being positive. But yesterday I did make the choice to just get up, get out, and go do something, and it helped to take my mind off the pain. The pain was still there, but I think that it was better for me to focus on having a good day with my daughter than to be at home. And then that sometimes I think when we're home and we're not doing something and we're not really distracted, or our focus is more on ourselves, and it can be harder to take our mind off of the things that we are going through. So I wound up having a really great day with my daughter, and it was really needed. I do think that our kids need one-on-one time. If you have multiple kids, I can't remember the last time her and I spent any time together, just the two of us, and it was just really nice to just go out and spend time with her and just really connect with her. So all this to say, I'm just trying to encourage you that if you are going through something right now, to maybe put someone else first. Yesterday I put my daughter first and what she wanted to do. Also this morning I woke up, I'm trying to be intentional about using the talents that God has given me to bless other people. I don't 100% know all of my talents yet, but I do know one of the talents that I have is cooking and baking, especially baking things that are healthier versions of things that we love. So this morning I got up and I baked some vegan, gluten-free apple cider donuts for a friend that had let us borrow some things for a party recently. So sometimes when I'm dealing with a difficulty, I will try to think like, okay, how can I bless someone else and take my mind off of myself, because I do think that that helps as well. But yeah, so if you're dealing with anything difficult or heavy, or you're just having a bad day and you don't know why, I would encourage you to kind of get out of the house, go do something for someone else, put someone first. Maybe there's a neighbor you could bless, maybe there's a friend that you know you can bless, maybe there's something at church that you can volunteer for, or at a school that you can volunteer for, and that will take your mind off of your own pain and suffering. It's not going to take it away, but it will definitely help in that moment. And I think that when we help other people, it blesses us sometimes more than it blesses them. So really look for those nudges that God's telling you of ways that you can bless people, ways that you can help others, put others' needs before yourself. And just a couple other things that you can do when you are having a difficult day is I like to look up scripture that is based on my problems. So for instance, if you are dealing with a health issue, you could look up scriptures on healing. If you're dealing with anxiety, look up some scriptures on anxiety, depression, sadness, loss, anything it is that you're going through. And just pick one scripture that you know that you can remember, maybe put it in your phone as a reminder. And every time that problem arises, try to speak that scripture over yourself. And I liked a sermon one time that our pastor gave at our church, that he said that you cannot, worship and worry cannot exist together. So maybe putting on some worship music and singing your troubles away, that might help too. But I hope this gave you guys some encouragement. You know, life is not always going to look perfect. Some days are going to be really good and other days maybe not. But if you put others first and really ask God what He has for you that day, maybe you can look for someone that you can bless that day, then I think it might just turn your day around like it did mine yesterday. So I hope you guys have a great day, and if there's anything that you would like for me to pray for you for, please leave it in the comments down below. I would absolutely love to pray for you. Hope you have a great day. Bye.
In all things, in all things, you're working it out, working it out. In all things, all things, in all things, you're working it out, working it out for the good. Those you called according to your purpose, for the good.